Yo, Monos from monosbeats.com right here. And I just have something I need to tell you. Like, I'm not dead. I'm still moving. It's still happening. Everything is still going great. Actually, everything is now going perfect. I invested quite a lot of money because I've been working every day for the whole summer for actually 3 months or something. Like almost every day I've had like 4 days off just because they didn't need me at those days, and been working double shifts and been going crazy and saving up a lot of money. And then this month I sent some emails around and I finally got an answer. Renting a office space in downtown Boda. And what's the special thing about this office space? It's in a office building or whatever that's called the media farm, where it's a lot of companies that works on photographs, music. Like, it's a bunch of big studios in there, even studios working with movie mastering and things like that. And all the local rock bands has their studios there, and it's also the local music school. Like, the biggest music school in Boda is also placed in this media farm building. And a couple pop artists have offices there, pianists, you name it. So I sent a message and I asked, yo, how much, and do you have anything to rent where I can build a studio I make beats. My specialty is hip hop. I do some pop, and I just need a room to build a booth and to just make beats in. And he showed me first one studio, which a couple of national, like, A-listed radio hits have been made, and the mixing board, he said, was over 1 million was used in the studio, and it was like insane. And I was like, yo, this is too much for me. You know, I can't pay this rent. I can't work here because I don't have enough customers to be here. And he said, I got this office room. And I went up and I checked it out. I watched it a bit. And he started with a selling point like, if you don't take it now, I'm going to find somebody else. And I was thinking about it, because this was like Thursday. Then on Monday, sent him a mail and I was like, when can I move in? Middle of the week. Which week? Next week. Okay, so I started planning. I took the picture of the room in my head, and I downloaded this Floor Architect whatever app, and I made the room in my head. I painted the walls, I placed everything like keyboards and shit out, and I was like, okay, it's this small room, can I still make it work? And I figured, like, I was really nervous because I signed a 3-year contract to some real estate dude who looked scary, and I was like, signing this 3-year contract, you can't break it. You're stuck paying this rent for 3 years no matter what, because you signed it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I'm nervous as hell. I'm going through this this floor planning, and I'm checking, like, how can I do this? Like, where should the walls be, and how do I sound isolate, and how do I absorb and deflect reverbs and anything. Like, watching lots of videos on how to make this small room work and how to get it for the cheapest. And I planned a lot ahead, and I chose a color. I wrote some more mails and asked if it's okay that I changed the room this much, and it was like, yeah, of course. And then everything is ready. I buy the materials, I make some makeshift, like, do-it-yourself type soundproofing, and then I go there. That Wednesday, when I get the key, I go to the office, I get the key, I call my mate up, and I'm like, yo, meet me here. Meet me at this address. I got my parents also. I'm like, yo, you gotta help me. So they come and by. They're driving 1 hour just to get there and help me, because I called them the day before though. But anyways, everybody's coming to help, and I'm starting building this stuff. I'm starting building this room. I plan the paint out, and I look at the paint, and it's like, oh, it's the wrong color, and everything looks like bad, and we don't really know what we're doing, but we're just doing it. We're just doing it. We're just going in, we're doing it. And that day, we meet so many great people. And everybody's like, oh, what are you doing here? No, we're building a studio. Oh, that's so great, they say. Because I got, like, my music school has a lot of students, and they need to record some singing stuff, and you do that, and of course. Oh, great. Oh, that's so great, because the other studios are very expensive, especially the mastering studio and the $1 million studio. They're very expensive. So, are you a bit cheaper? Like, how? Of course. And suddenly, we start working, we start painting, and we're working, and suddenly somebody comes over and it's like, yo, talk to these dudes. And suddenly we got our first customer out of nowhere, just because we talked to the people who were there. And I met some national pop star dude who's been all over television, and he's like, we're playing the piano together, and we're doing all this kind of stuff. And I'm not talking about like, yo, can we do a track? Can we collab? Can we do all this shit? No, I'm keeping it low key. You know, I give something of value, and I hope that one day they will think of me when they need something. Maybe. Like, I place some fruit in the hall. Like, cause there is this kitchen part, and it's this waiting hall and everything, and where everybody meets, and I would never have expected that changing from a hood container studio into just an office that isn't even a studio, because we haven't built it yet, had so much to say. I just got in contact with booking firms. I got in contact with all these, like I said, pianists. I got in contact with the owners of the big studios who said, like, yo, I got some sound isolation. I like some acoustic foam, some bass traps and everything if you want those, because these weren't as good as the things we got, so you can get them for free. They just gave us shit. And it just, being a part of this community too, just taking that leap of faith, saving up all that money to buy all this stuff you need to build this studio, and just rent and sign a 3-year contract when you're really scared as shit, and quitting my job just because, yo, I'm going to work at this studio, I'm going to do music full time. And then sitting there, and I don't know how to get customers. And then you enter this office space, and suddenly you got a lot of contacts, people adding you on Facebook, adding you on Instagram and everything. And yeah, it's not 1,000 people, but you don't need 1,000 random people. You need a few artists that will come by, and then they will tell the other artists that, yo, we made a song there, and suddenly you can live off. Because success, what is success for you? Success for me is waking up on Monday morning and being like, yeah, finally I'm going to work. I want to look forward to working. And I don't want to be like, oh, fuck, I'm going to work again and hating my life. No, success for me is waking up. Waking up, or even having my days off. Like now I'm in the taxi again because I work still weekends. Some extra. And I'm just looking forward to Monday because I'm going to work. I'm going to my new office. I'm going to keep building and hammering on these walls and doing all this kind of shit, buying and spending a lot of money just because now I got like 3 customers, 4 maybe, I think, who just ask, when is the studio done? We need to get it into the studio. It's great. You take a leap of faith, you do something. And then I learned also that being online, just being text somewhere, you need to show up. Like, if you can meet people in person and just talk to them, like talk to some star for 3-4 hours, they might work with you. If you just write, yo, work with me on fucking Facebook or whatever, nobody's gonna give a damn. I might also become a FL Studio teacher to some kids because they need like tutors and stuff in one of the rooms there. And I know everything about FL Studio. I like to think, at least. I know a lot, at least. I won't be that cocky to say I know everything, because I'm always learning. But I know a lot with my 10 years experience. 12 years. And yeah, you just have to take that leap of faith. You have to do what it takes, and you just have to be serious about it. You have to put your foot down and say, like, yo, this is work. When everybody's like, hey, you at work? Yeah, I'm in the studio. No, yeah, come on. No, I'm fucking at work. I get off at 4. Done. I'm not doing anything. No, I'm not gonna party. We're not gonna drink beer. I'm at fucking work. And if one day I don't have work to do, like I don't have a customer, I don't have anything planned, then make something up. Just make a beat, do whatever. Send something to somebody. Write a mail to school. Ask if any students there wants to learn something. Like, do something. Use your community. That's something I learned in the taxi. Working hard, 18 hours a day. And I've also learned that talking to people isn't scary. Go meet up with people and meet the right people. Go to where the right people are. I don't know why I haven't done this sooner. My career could have started so much sooner if I would just have met these people I meet now a lot earlier. Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe if I met them earlier, they wouldn't like me and I would be a total douchebag ass. And I wouldn't have time and I wouldn't be working on it. Actually, if I wouldn't have been there earlier because I wouldn't have put that much effort into it. If this was 2 years ago, I wouldn't have put the money forth. I wouldn't have talked to all these people like on my initiative. I wouldn't have done what I did. I would have just been like, nah, I'm gonna think about it. I would think about it, and I would be too scared to do it. Like I heard Will Smith say once that the biggest or the most, like the biggest rewards, the most rewarding shit is hidden behind a wall of terror. So if you go through that wall of terror, if that doesn't work, just jump over the wall of terror. Just fuck being scared. There you will see your goal. There you will see what needs to be done. I'm telling you, I've told everybody now, like, I'm telling everybody, like, in 2 years, everybody in this city and all major cities around would know my name. In 2 years. In 3 years, I don't need to work anywhere else. In 3 years, I'm set. I could work with music only. I didn't say 3 months, 4 months, whatever. I said 3 years of working my ass off because my daughter is growing up. And when she gets older, I'm going to take half custody of her. That means I need a job where I can work days, pick her up, deliver her first in the kindergarten, pick her up, spend time with her, have free on the weekends, and still have a big enough place for us both to live in. How to do that? You need money. You need time. Taxi is money. Yeah, you can earn a lot of money, but you have no time. No time. You work all weekends. You start very early before kindergarten. You quit after. It's 12-hour days every day. Yeah, you're getting money enough to live, but you get no time. Doesn't work. Because of lots of issues with my my life, my earlier life, I can't go to university. I can't go to schools to get any job almost that will work with having a kid part-time. But I can do this on myself. I can do the one thing I want to do, which is music. It's only one thing. Like, yeah, you want to become a doctor, you want to become a lawyer, you want to become an accountant, you want to... There's nothing in this world I'd rather do. I'm 28 years now. I've been doing this for 10 years. I think I know now what I want in life. And what I want to be is what I've always wanted to be. The guy sitting in the studio, having lots of people coming by, helping people up, making fat-ass songs, and making features and putting some of my own stuff out, but it's not that important. The most important thing is just being in the studio, having people by, and having them, their faces light up when they hear what you've made together, and they'll be like, oh, patting you on the shoulder and like, yo, you're the best producer ever. We're gonna come to you every time we're gonna make some shit. This will be a hit. We're gonna bring you to the fucking papers, and that's bliss. Getting paid the royalties for somebody else's song that you know you've written, you produced, you done anything. Yeah, you're not on cover or whatever. You don't have to do all the kissing babies, shaking hands type shit that an artist has to do, because that's not really me. I want to talk to the people who does music. I want to get respect from my peers, from the artists. I don't need all the middle folks and everything. Because deep down in my heart, after all these years doing music, I'm the studio guy. Sorry. I'm the studio guy that raps. And when I drop an album, it's fire. It's Dr. Dre. Even though Kendrick's album is 10 times bigger, like, for everybody. I mean, like, in the pop scale, like, yeah, you get the analogy. Eminem was skyrocketed and took over Dre's album, like, by a mile. But it's still a classic. 2001 Chronic, still a classic. The first Chronic, still a classic. Yeah, he didn't even write his own shit. Who cares? He's the producer guy who raps. That's well enough for me. Man, this rant has been going on for way too long. If you want to, please subscribe and like this video and everything that comes with it. I'm sorry that it's not on its side, it's vertical. I didn't find a place in the car to keep the phone, and I didn't want to hold it until I got to say what I had to say. But yeah, for you guys out there who make some great beats, who make some great songs and everything, take some leaps of faith. Meet some people. Do it. Go out in the real world. Try that approach too. Because everybody's like, oh, I did it online. I did it this. What about if everybody's trying to do it online nowadays, because we're in 2018? What if you try to get out the house and try to meet some people? I never thought it would work out, but meeting people in real life is a lot easier than getting answers on DMs. That shit don't work. And then first times you meet the people, you don't even talk about your music. They don't know who you are. Then they start asking. Then they start asking some more. Then you got their attention. Just be the cool dude. Be yourself. Be a person. I wish I knew that 5 years ago. But maybe it wasn't my time. I think 10 years is where you draw the line. When you've done something consistently for 10 years, that's when things finally start to happen. I still don't got a hit. Still don't got a radio hit. Still don't have massive success. But things start finally... The wheels start churning. Like, the wheels start turning finally. Like, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see that this could become a profession of mine. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make it that. I'm not going to sit in 5 years and be mad at myself because I didn't try harder. No, now it's time to do it. Because soon, when I take half custody of that kid, my daughter, there ain't no more time. Time's up. Then I need to put food on the table, and I need to work at a fucking shitty ass job, and we'll never escape the burden of living. Like, cause I can't go down in apartment size when you got a kid. Then Norwegian Child Protection Services, they take your kid at once. If the kid doesn't have his own room, it's over. So you need the money to live. For that, you need work. And if you're going to work like I've done till now, you don't have time for the kid. What's more important? Having time with your parents, or your father, or your kid, or having a bunch of stuff? If you can balance them, time, not that much stuff, but you gotta live, I think that's the best way to go. Because if you work all day and you have a nanny and you have all this bullshit, doesn't matter. In the end, your kid will be a grown-up. Then you can't go back. You can't just, when your kid is 30 years old, you can't go back and like, oh, fuck, I missed your whole childhood. How was it? I wish we can connect some now. It's too late. Shit's over. You need to do shit now. I'm sorry, I'm rambling again. I'm going to end this video here. I don't love my daughter, but yeah. Subscribe, like, thumbs down, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Follow me, www.monosbeats.com. Check out Monos Beats on Instagram. I'm gonna start updating that shit more when I'm done doing building construction work. I'm gonna show you how the studio comes together, and hopefully I'll have an update soon, and you can join me on this journey. And I really hope you too take some steps. Like, if you do music and want to do this full time, don't work some shitty job. But if you do, make the best out of it. Make that money and put that money to good use. Don't drink it up. I'm not partying in the weekends. And what do I miss? Nothing. Oh, we have this cool ass party. And what are you gonna do when you're 35? Oh, I had this coolest party. No, that's not me. I'm gonna live the dream when I'm getting a bit older. Because now I got the energy. Now I got the drive. Now I got the will to just do it. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. I'm gonna end it here. Sorry. Oh, shit.